Good morning, November 15th, 2019. Hope everybody's well. It's Friday. That should help to heal you. Today, I want to talk about me taking a fall on the ice and messing up my leg. Many of you know it. I posted a shot of it, and I'll include that on this post. And I appreciate all the get well statements and greetings from y'all. You know I love y'all, and I am getting better slowly but surely. It's very painful. They told me it would take 2 to 3 weeks for this to pass. One thing I wanted to say about this, as we all get older, I actually fell about 10 years ago taking the trash out, and I broke my right leg on the fibula. That's the smaller bone behind your shin, in 3 places on like an angle, like a chevron. And I didn't hurt my knee or my ankle. And the doctor at the time said he couldn't believe I broke my leg that many places and didn't blow out my knee or ankle. So that was 10 years ago. And then on Monday night, gathering some cushions off the deck with a little bit of snow on it, I ended up on my butt, and my leg extended, and my knee came back towards my chest, and thankfully in a fairly straight manner. And I was pretty sure I didn't break my leg. I ended up going to the emergency room just to make sure of it, but I knew it was hurt very bad, and it was my knee and my ankle. And of course, that night I iced it and tried to get by, taking Advil. And as a number of you noted from your own personal injury, knee injuries, ankle injuries, knee injuries in particular can be extremely painful. And this one is. I'm about 3 days into it. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience at the emergency room. This would be in Englewood, Ohio, at Miami Valley North, where there are many good doctors and nurses. And I don't even doubt the emergency room doctor I'm about to talk to you right now, who can remain unnamed, although I know his name, is a good person too and a fair doctor. But nonetheless, I go into the emergency room. Excuse me. They're like, well, we need to get an x-ray. Doc sees this. He's like, we need to get an x-ray. And I'm going to give you some medicine. I'm going to give you a Vicodin, a couple of Motrin, and then we're going to take these pictures and see what's up. And as he's walking out of the room at the very beginning, he says, if it's broken, I will send you home with some narcotics and some Motrin. If it's not broken, we usually don't send home narcotics with people who don't have a break. They just get Motrin. And I wanted to say to him at this point, is this for me or a sales brochure you tell to the media about not giving out opioids, even to people in pain who may need them? So anyway, I went through the x-rays and everything, and real good people did it all well. And I come back in the room, and Doc comes in, and he says, no harm, no foul. It's not broke. And I'm like, but there is a harm and there is a foul. It's not broke, all right, but I've been harmed and fouled by myself. And, and he kind of laughed at that. And I'm like, yeah, the reality is. And he said, so how you feeling? I said, well, I'm not doing too bad since the meds you gave me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be all right. I know. I just want to make sure it wasn't broken. And so he tells me it'll be 2 to 3 weeks before I'm better or feel better. And that he gave me 21 Motrin. That's enough to take 1 every 8 hours for 7 days. And he did not give me any Vicodin like he did at the beginning, or any, as he puts it, narcotics. So he gave me a week's worth of Motrin 3 times a day, when he knows it'll take 2 to 3 weeks to heal. And my statement here is, okay, you're afraid to write narcotics, not because of me, not because of you. Well, maybe it is because of you. But more than that, you're afraid to write Motrin? A guy's going to be sick for 3 weeks. I talked to a friend, my doctor in Indiana. He told me, he said, they should have gave you the Vicodin, the Motrin, and something else called naproxen for anti-inflammatory. He says, they don't want to do anything anymore. Thanks, Doc. Anyway, nonetheless, I didn't say anything to them. I left, and I will get my Motrin prescription for a week filled. And, it's a funny thing, though. When you're really hurt, you really need help, you don't take drugs, and yet you're being punished because people are drug addicts, because doctors have abused the system, because patients have abused the system. At what point will we see one-on-one rationality with respect to this? Because by the time this was over, he basically needed to give me a prescription for Valium too, because I was so pissed off I wanted to slap him. Doc, I got your number and your ticket. Keep that sales brochure to yourself about your drug distribution to the community. Tell that to the Dayton Daily News. Somebody who cares or not. And on a lighter note, I am getting better day by day. Thank God for ice. Always, many of you recommended it. Ice in the first 24 hours, 48 hours. I say ice the whole time. For weeks, 2 weeks, keep putting it on there. It always helps. Realigns. And I got some popping and cracking going on in there, so it's starting to realign anyway. Nonetheless, I take an opportunity to say, thank God I'm okay. Jesus, Holy Spirit, all of us. And I'll live another day to see women in bikinis, which is very good. But more than that, medicine's good to help us. But as the Hippocratic Oath says, do no harm is the first rule. That means no harm. So if you got a person hurt that may need pain meds, you're probably going to have to put the pen to paper in the future. Times are changing. Rationality will have to come back. This whole thinking is, I'm a doctor. You don't look to be in much pain to me. Here, take a week's worth of Motrin for something that's going to take 3 weeks to heal. This guy may have a medical degree, but he's lacking something bigger than that. Common fucking sense. I hope you have a good day. Peace out, y'all.